What if I told you there's a 2-minute movement that can sharpen your focus before a big meeting, a study session, or any time you need mental clarity? No coffee required, no supplement, just a simple movement pattern that might look a little silly, but it strengthens your communication between both sides of your brain. And we call this the cross crawl brain activation. This exercise involves moving one side of your body in sync with the opposite side, like touching your right elbow to your left knee. Why does this help your brain? Well, let's break it down. When you move one side of your body and coordinate it with the opposite side, like touching your right elbow to your left knee, this activates and enhances coordination between both brain hemispheres via something called the corpus callosum, which is a bridge between your left and your right brain hemispheres, and it's made up of about 200 million nerve fibers. Most of the time we move in the same patterns, but when you cross the midline of your body, you force the hemispheres to communicate and work together more efficiently to keep you balanced. Research has shown that these cross-lateral movements improve coordination and balance, focus and alertness, processing speeds, reading skills, especially in children with a learning or coordination challenge, and your working memory. Your brain works best when both hemispheres communicate efficiently, and cross-body training strengthens that connection through neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to reorganize and optimize its pathway. Over time, these movements make your brain more efficient at coordinating complex tasks. And this is especially powerful if you do it first thing in the morning or before any cognitive demanding task. You're essentially waking up your whole brain and priming it for peak performance later. This brings me to the daily habit challenge for today. Today, I would like you to do a cross-body brain activation exercise for at least 2 minutes. And here's an example. So you can stand or you can even sit and then take your elbow and touch your knee. So if you're standing, you can bring your knee up and your elbow across to touch your knee, and then you do it to the other side. And you want to do this for at least 2 minutes. Now, if you're sitting, you can just touch the opposite knee, or if you're flexible enough, you could even bring your elbow to your knee in a sitting position. And then once you get the movement down, then you want to make sure that you're breathing, and you want to breathe rhythmically. You want to inhale on one and exhale for the other. And this breath helps regulate your nervous system and brings more oxygen to your brain. And then you can even put on some music that even further enhances your brain, something with a good steady beat, because music engages multiple brain areas at once: your auditory cortex, your motor areas, and your emotional centers. And it makes this exercise go by a little quicker too. And so it can also boost your mood, which is also good for you. Do your cross-body exercise today. I hope you also incorporate it several times through the day. I would do it before any time you need that focus. So before you give a speech, before you're in a meeting, anytime you feel like you might be foggy or scatterbrained, then do this for 2 minutes and you will see that you'll feel more focused and awake. I hope this was helpful. Please follow or subscribe and share. There are some downloadables in the description that you may find helpful. Thanks for listening or watching, and have a fantastic day.